Welcome back to Unlocking the Future. Today, we're diving into the cutting edge of Perplexity Labs AI, where smart agents can take on roles from film director to salesperson and even viral content strategist. But before we kick off, did you know 60% of you aren't following us? If you like the show, please hit that follow button across our socials and collect our episodes on pods.media to support the show. Your support really keeps the show going. Thanks, Abs. Okay, so our mission today is a real deep dive into. We're focusing specifically on its groundbreaking new labs platform. We want to really dig into how it's promising to unleash, a new era for AI agents, what these agents can actually do for you right now, and maybe most crucially, why any of this should matter to you, our listener.
Exactly. And we're drawing from some really insightful material here, an exploration titled Perplexity AI, Unlocking the Future of AI Agents.
Sure.
So this deep dive should help us unpack the foundational tech behind Perplexity itself, then look into its practical, real-world uses through labs, and then kind of zoom out, consider the bigger picture, what this means for work, creativity, maybe even building businesses soon. It really feels like a significant shift in how we might interact with AI.
Okay, let's unpack this then. So Perplexity AI, at its core, it's an AI-powered search engine, right? But clearly not just Google with a different skin. It seems designed to give you direct conversational answers by pulling together info from across the web. Helping bypass that endless rabbit hole of links we all fall into sometimes, aiming for comprehensive answers straight up.
And that's precisely where it stands apart, not just from traditional search, but from a lot of the AI tools you might already use. It's not simply matching keywords. Perplexity uses advanced AI to really understand the intent behind your question. Then it scans the web for the most relevant and, importantly, up-to-date information.
So it avoids stale results.
Exactly. You're not wading through old stuff.
So it's less like just finding a book title and more like talking to a librarian who actually read the book and keeps reading new ones.
That's a great analogy. And that conversational interface is key. It's not just search and done. You can ask follow-up questions, refine things, dig deeper. It's almost like you're brainstorming with a really smart research assistant. Makes the whole process feel more, interactive. But the standout feature, the one we really have to stress, is its commitment to citations and sources.
Right. That's huge, especially now with so much AI content floating around. Trustworthiness, being able to check the info, that's critical. How does that work in practice?
It's absolutely fundamental to how they built it. Every single answer Perplexity gives comes with clear, clickable citations. You can go straight to the original web sources and see for yourself.
Okay.
That transparency aims to make it way more reliable than, say, AI tools that just give you an answer with no backup. It's built on trying to be accurate and reliable by using real-time web data and basically showing its work.
Showing its work. I like that. So you can trace it back.
Precisely. Crucial for credibility.
And it's not just for simple questions, I gather. It sounds pretty versatile.
Oh, definitely. While it's great at direct answers, Perplexity is surprisingly flexible. It can summarize long articles, help with deep research projects, even kickstart content creation. So it's a powerful tool whether you're a pro needing quick insights, a student on a complex project, or even a creator needing facts. It's a real multi-tool. Now, people often compare it to ChatGPT, and that's natural, but it's important to see their different main jobs. Perplexity is really optimized for that web search and getting cited, verifiable answers. Think knowledge retrieval and synthesis. ChatGPT, on the other hand, is more of a general-purpose chatbot. Fantastic for conversation, brainstorming, creative writing. But it isn't inherently built to give you real-time, cited web info in quite the same way.
Well, boiling it down, why should you care about this base technology? Well, if you've ever felt swamped by opening 20 browser tabs just for one clear answer, or if you need to get up to speed fast on something complex and actually trust the info, Perplexity AI is basically designed for you. It's for anyone who wants fast, clear, credible answers without getting lost down that rabbit hole. It's really about saving you time and giving you confidence in the info. Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting, maybe even a bit mind-bending. This is where Perplexity Labs comes in. And this isn't just a slightly better search engine. It's the company's brand new AI agent platform, taking AI capabilities far beyond just simple search. For about $20 a month, Labs gives you access to specialized AI agents that can take on actual roles, like real-world business and creative roles. We're talking salesperson agent, copywriter, social strategist, even a film director or financial analyst. It sounds like having a digital team ready to go, an extension of your own skills.
It really is unique, especially in how it works. The workflow. You give an agent a task, right? And it doesn't just spit out a final answer in a black box. It runs a multi-step workflow. And crucially, it documents every decision and action it takes along the way.
Okay, wait, so it shows you its thinking process.
Exactly. Think of it like a meticulous project manager. If you ask for, say, a marketing plan, it won't just give you the plan, it'll show you. Step 1, research target audience like this. Step 2, analyze competitors here. Step 3, drafted campaign ideas based on XYZ. You see every single step, not just the final PDF.
Oh.
And yeah, every step is documented for total transparency. So you can review it, tweak it, refine it at any point. You're not just getting a result, you're seeing how the AI got there. That allows for real collaboration and learning, too.
That workflow transparency sounds like a game changer. It's not just a black box you hope is right. You can actually understand it, audit it, maybe even guide it better.
Precisely. And this enables what they call role-based agents. You literally assign specific roles, film director, salesperson, and the AI adapts its process and output. Plus, it's all integrated into the main Perplexity system. So these agents use Perplexity's core search and deep research tools. They have access to the best, most current info, which lets them handle complex tasks with pretty high fidelity.
So back to the listener. Why should you care about Perplexity Labs? This really seems to highlight its potential to transform things for almost anyone. First, the speed. Apparently, it's just astonishing. Tasks that might have taken days or even a whole team, like building detailed lead lists, scripting full ad campaigns, planning content strategies, now potentially done in minutes. Just imagine that acceleration.
It's a huge time saver.
Second, access. These high-level creative, analytical, strategic tools, they're now available to basically anyone with internet access. You don't need to be a giant company with a huge budget or some kind of super specialized expert anymore. If you have an idea, you suddenly have these powerful tools to help execute it.
And that links directly to customization, which I think is incredibly powerful. You're not just stuck with one answer. Labs is interactive, it's adaptive. You can iterate, refine, check every step the AI takes until the output is exactly what you need. It's a dynamic process, almost a conversation between you and the AI agent guiding it.
Right, guiding it to the perfect result. And crucially, that transparency again. Knowing every output is backed by a visible workflow and cited sources, that builds a ton of confidence, doesn't it? Especially for important projects.
Absolutely. Which ultimately leads to empowerment. Whether you're a founder trying to launch, a content creator juggling platforms, or a solo builder, Labs gives you this digital team that's always on, always learning. It really augments your capabilities in a way that just wasn't feasible before. Lets you punch way above your weight.
Okay, yeah.
You're not limited by your own bandwidth anymore. You have this digital extension of your strategic and creative power.
All right, let's make this really concrete. What can these agents actually do? The source material gives some fantastic real-world examples that really make these capabilities clear. Take the film director agent. Picture an indie filmmaker, maybe with a great startup idea, but zero budget for a video agency. This agent can apparently develop a whole mini film ad concept. We're talking detailed character profiles, storyboards, scene sketches, even lighting suggestions.
Wow.
Yeah, like generating a full 8-minute ad script and visual plan without hiring an expensive agency. And the cool part, these assets can double as YouTube thumbnails or feed right into other AI video tools. Speeds up the whole production pipeline.
That is absolutely a game changer for creators and small businesses facing those huge cost and time barriers. Just levels the playing field a bit. Then you've got the salesperson agent. This one can apparently generate a dashboard of super targeted leads instantly. And not just random names, CEO emails, company details, contact info for specific targets like Fortune 500s or Y Combinator founders.
Okay, very specific.
Right. And it can even suggest personalized outreach messages and email you when the research is done. Think about the impact for small agencies or startups needing to scale outreach fast. It cuts out weeks of manual prospecting.
That is a massive amount of busy work just gone. Frees up sales folks for actual selling. And for content creators, the content strategy agent sounds just as potent. Imagine someone struggling with the daily social media grind. This agent can reverse engineer viral playbooks from top creators like break down Dan Koh's content frameworks, analyze hooks, formats, and then give you a daily content calendar tailored to your goals. It doesn't just list ideas, it explains what it might take to hit growth milestones, offers a roadmap, suggests content pillars, distribution, engagement tactics. It's like having a viral marketing consultant on call 24/7.
What's fascinating here is just how broad the applications are, right?
Right.
From pure creative work to hard analytics. And beyond those specific examples, people are already using Labs for deep market research. Analyzing trends, summarizing competitor strategies, even suggesting new product ideas based on market gaps it finds.
So it can spot opportunities too.
Potentially, yeah. And in education, it's proving really valuable. Teachers, students using Labs to break down complex topics, generate lesson plans, analyze case studies, all with that full transparency. Makes learning more dynamic.
So who is actually building what with Labs right now? It seems like a really diverse group.
It really is. which speaks to how versatile it is.
You've got entrepreneurs brainstorming products, validating ideas, launching faster, letting the AI handle initial research, ideation, even pitch deck stories.
Yep.
Marketing agencies are streamlining lead gen, research, campaign planning, saving huge amounts of time on that manual stuff.
That used to be such a bottleneck.
Content creators are planning, scripting, visualizing content for everything from YouTube to TikTok.
Right across the...
And educators and students are exploring how these agents can tackle real problems, support learning, make research clearer.
So essentially, it's already in the hands of founders, marketers, educators, creators, all finding ways to automate the busy work and focus on the higher level stuff: strategy, creativity, human connection.
Okay, so what does this all really mean for us? As incredible as Labs sounds, we need to talk about the other side. No tool, especially cutting-edge AI, is perfect. So what are the key challenges and concerns with Perplexity Labs, the things you, as a listener thinking about using this, really need to keep in mind? Because it's not all smooth sailing.
Absolutely critical to approach this, or any AI tool, really, with eyes wide open. First, accuracy. While Labs is powerful and aims for transparency with those sources, AI outputs still absolutely need human review, especially for sensitive data or big strategic calls. Labs is good, but it's not infallible.
Right.
You can't just blindly trust everything it spits out. It's a very capable assistant, sure, but not a replacement for human diligence.
So it's a co-pilot, definitely not the autopilot. You're still flying the plane.
Exactly. Then there's access. That $20 a month, it's pretty affordable for many businesses or professionals, considering the potential value.
Yeah.
But it can still be a barrier for some. Students, be early-stage founders on shoestring budgets.
True.
Another big one is ethics and privacy. That automated scraping of contacts and data,
Yeah.
while super efficient for lead gen, means users must be mindful of privacy rules, compliant.
Like GDPR and things like that.
Precisely. You have to use that data responsibly, legally, respecting privacy. You can't just scrape and spam.
It's a huge responsibility for the user then.
Absolutely. And then there's the risk of just over-reliance. It's tempting to treat AI outputs as gospel, right?
Yeah.
Just take it, run. But critical thinking, your own judgment, human customization, that nuanced understanding, that's still essential. Labs is a tool to boost human ability, not replace human judgment or intuition or experience.
Good point. Easy to get lazy, maybe?
And finally, there might be a bit of a learning curve. Labs seems user-friendly, but getting the absolute most out of those complex multi-step workflows, that might take some experimenting, some iteration. It's not always push button, get perfect result. You need to learn how to prompt it, well, how to refine the process.
Okay, makes sense. So looking ahead, what's next for AI agents beyond just Perplexity Labs? Where is this whole field heading?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, Perplexity Labs feels like a signal of a really profound shift in AI. We seem to be moving fast from simple chatbots that do one thing towards these sophisticated multi-role AI agents capable of complex, creative, strategic work. You can almost picture future AI-first teams, can't you? Where humans provide the vision, the creative spark, the critical oversight, and the AI handles a lot of the heavy lifting, the research, first drafts, data analysis, the operational stuff.
Like a supercharged digital workforce backing up human creativity and strategy.
Yeah.
That's a powerful image, yeah.
Exactly. And in the near future, we'll definitely see more specialized agents for really niche fields. Think detailed legal research, intricate product design, maybe highly personalized education tutors. We'll also see deeper integrations with other tools, platforms, your existing data sources, making these agents fit more seamlessly into how we already work. And crucially, I think there'll be a growing demand for more transparency. Users will want to see exactly how the AI reached its conclusions, not just the final answer.
That makes sense. Trust but verify.
Right. And this rise of sophisticated agents, it's paving the way for a new wave of AI-powered solopreneurs. Individuals using tools like Labs to build, launch, scale projects that used to need whole teams. It could really democratize entrepreneurship and creativity even more.
So, our take on all this is pretty clear. Perplexity Labs really does offer a tangible glimpse into the near future of work, a future that looks incredibly fast, creatively stimulating, and deeply collaborative between people and machines. Now, it's definitely not perfect. It has challenges, as we discussed, but it is making these high-level capabilities and strategic tools accessible to pretty much anyone willing to jump in and experiment. If you're building something, creating content, or just really curious about the absolute cutting edge, now seems like the time to explore it. See what you can build with an AI team at your fingertips.
Which really leads to a provocative final thought, doesn't it? This raises an important question for you, the listener. Would you trust an AI agent to run your next marketing campaign, script your next video, or even help build out the initial stages of your next startup idea.
It's definitely a question that makes you think, doesn't it? About how our own roles might shift and grow alongside these amazing tools. We really encourage you to ponder that, explore what AI agents could mean for your work or interest, and keep diving deep into these complex topics right here with us.